Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started. But first, coffee. Nice, perfect proportions. I made it perfectly today. Perfect. This is, when I think of coffee, this is what I think of right here. Love it. Longer than always is a long, long time, but far beyond forever, you'll be mine. I know that I've never lived before, and my heart is very sure. No one else could love you more. No one else could love you more. Frank Sinatra, 1964. Asking is the beginning of receiving, and success is a giant ocean. But you have to show up to that ocean. Most people show up with a teaspoon when they don't realize that they can have a bucket. That's from Jim Rohn. Great saying. Expect more out of life than what you already do. How was I to know that she was with the Russians too? Warren Zevon, 1977. If you know the name of that song, please put it down below. Has anyone ever seen the documentary called Raising the Bar? It's about bodybuilding. It's interesting. Very interesting. And there's also there's Raising the Bar 1, 2, 3, and 4. About a bodybuilder following his journey in bodybuilding and what the quest for professional bodybuilding is all about. Fascinating. I started watching it last night. Kind of like a reality show. A guy says he can't find a gal who can be faithful for a lifetime. Then he will just string together 2-year relationships for the rest of his life. What would you say to him? Put your answer down below. One of my followers said, I would say he's probably trying to science out the right woman. I like that. And he needs not to lower expectations, but toss them out entirely and let it happen, because it will. Throw away the mental checklist. Interesting response there. What would you say to someone who says that he can't find a woman who can be faithful for a lifetime? Put your answer down below. The red pill community of men is so numbed out, they can't feel anything but fear anymore. Getting close to them is trying to pet a beaten dog at an animal shelter. It only comes out of its cowering corner to bite you. So you need to be the hurt man version of the dog whisperer. That has been one of my tasks for a few years now. And it has worked. Allowing red pill men to realize that there's another way to live and to view the world. And that joining the red pill community really is a reaction to pain. But it's the wrong reaction. And it's the wrong people receiving you. It's like you're thirsty in a desert and you need liquid. But there's someone there ladling out poison to you. You think they're giving you refreshment when it's just poison. It will kill you. It will not save you. But when you're very thirsty and you're starving, it looks like it might be food and it looks like it might help you. Reality, it will kill you and make you very unhappy first before it does it. Men, who taught you how to be a man? And ladies, who taught you how to be a woman? Put your answer down below. I'd like to see that. Have you ever used duck fat to cook in? I just started using duck fat. I bought some at Whole Foods and added it to my animal fat collection. I have lard from pigs, duck fat, beef tallow, and bison tallow. And let me tell you, cooking with any of them is absolutely amazing. Now, you've seen me render some of my own beef tallow and make my own seasoned beef tallow. But just to have all this stuff ready and just take a tablespoon of it and plop it in a pan and fry my eggs in it or saute anything. I don't use olive oil anymore unless it's cold, right out of the bottle. Drizzle it on things, but I never heat up seed oils anymore. Or nut oils. No. No. 100% animal fat. Would you be surprised if you found out that some of the top female models aren't female? Do you think Yelp has outlived its purpose? Has it jumped the shark? Kind of like the Yellow Pages and the phone book? I don't see people using Yelp as often as they used to. I used to get just tons of reviews. People would receive a haircut from me, and I would just get non-stop incredible reviews. This is years ago. Nothing has changed. I don't give bad haircuts. I don't give a bad experience. People just are not going to Yelp like they used to. And for a while there, I thought it was me. Just being a little paranoid there for a second. And I just don't see people using it to review services as much as they did. Everything. Here's a lesson. Everything goes in cycles. Everything. Here's a message for red pill men. Everything goes in cycles. Everything. 2 years from now, you're going to look back on some of the things that you said on Twitter, some of the things that you've said publicly through social media, and you're going to feel like a dork for saying those things. Some of you will be man enough to apologize for those things. Others will just go down with the ship. Be a man, apologize, make things right, make amends. I encourage you to do that. I was a psychotherapist for 22 years, a clinical director of geropsych, which means the psychology of older people. During the day, I was a part-time outpatient therapist. At night, I would see clients at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 2 to 3 nights a week. Did a few years as a director of drug and alcohol treatment. Another few years as a psychological assessment specialist at a psych hospital, and truth be told, it did wear me down. The last gig that I have, I was a hospital administrator at a large prison, the 4th largest prison in the United States and the largest prison in Pennsylvania. I lost track of my continuing education hours after 1,000. I was an education junkie. I started cutting hair, which is my family business. My mother and father both cut hair. Now, I find myself wanting to cut hair part-time and go back into working with people as a coach, but not as a therapist. No more psychological treatment plans, no more insurance hoops to jump through. I'll always cut hair part-time because I will always have my trade. And I do believe that everybody, I don't care who you are, you should have a trade. Even if you're going to college, you should have a trade. Go to trade school first. Start earning money first. College is not the answer unless you're getting a certification of some type. Or licensed to do something. So, now I'm doing short-term solution-focused coaching and career direction counseling. All private pay, creating courses, teaching workshops, writing books. My dream life at 60. I said all that to say this. It's never too late. It's never too late to live the life of your dreams. What is the best car that you ever rented? Put your answer down below. I'd like to see that. When someone says to you, I'm not trying to be difficult, guess what? They are. What do you think is the biggest shithole city in the United States? And what do you think is the best city? Put your answer down below. I'd like to see that. An Australian woman dies in a cake-eating contest. Can't make that up. Did you ever notice that everyone in man Twitter is a biochemist? There's so much damn talk about oxytocin, dopamine, estrogen, testosterone, like they even know what those things are. One of my followers, Nancy Noel, says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you means I oxytocin you, but I don't dopamine you. I thought that was hilarious. That should be a Valentine's Day card. Someday, all the single bitter men, particularly the red pill types, will look back on your red pill days and see what a waste of time, energy, and money all the red pill BS was. You will go in the direction of your thoughts about women and never be content and spread your BS to other men. Take my advice, run from the meatheads now. Okay, run from the meatheads now. Maybe it's not hypergamy, and female nature. Maybe you're just an asshole that she doesn't want in her life. Bars. It's better to be lifting them than being behind them or sitting at them. Don't forget the Daybreak Rooster is the shirt of the month. It's a great way to support the channel and to promote the message of sanity, clarity, and reason. There's no money in calm Twitter. It's got to be badass. Social media has to be outrageous, violent, intimidating, derogatory, insulting, man bites dogism. Truth be told, life is not Twitter or social media. Mute, delete, unfollow. Learn to follow the right people, and life can be wonderful. It's just like when I tell you to turn off the news. A lot of people turned off the TV, they turned off the news, but they still watch the nonsense online on YouTube and follow the drama queen boys. Turning off the TV worked for you, didn't it? But all you did was replace it with garbage from the web. Now I'm telling you, mute, delete, unfollow, and follow people responsibly. With the web at your fingertips comes great responsibility. It's like coming to a buffet and all you're choosing is the food that is bad for you. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, the true home of sanity, clarity, and reason.